Hey guys, it's Christopher for Gadget. Today we're taking a look at HTC's One M8, the company's all-new flagship phone. Now the HTC One M8 looks very similar to the first HTC. However, there are some notable changes, and the first one is a 5-inch screen. It's full HD, 441 pixels per inch, covered in Corning's Gorilla Glass 3 for added protection. The top and the bottom of the phone has the same Boom sound speakers. If we actually look to the edge here at the bottom, you'll see off-center a micro USB slot and a headphone jack. And then as we turn the phone to the side, there is a volume rocker switch here on the right, and just above that a micro SD card slot. And turning the phone to the left, you'll notice that there's a SIM card slot over here. Unlike the last HTC One, the touch buttons are now on the screen. So powering this phone is Snapdragon's 801 processor, made it to 2 gigs of RAM. There's 32 gigs of storage, though there is a 16 gig variant, though both of those numbers are somewhat moot because there's a micro SD card slot that accepts up to 128 gig card. In terms of juice, we're looking at a 2600 milliamp battery. Before we move to the back of the phone, just want to point out one last feature, and that is the 5 megapixel camera that sits here at the top, or should it be called the selfie camera. Looking to the back of the phone, and we've got something new. And what it allows you to do is something called ufocus, which is refocus the picture after you've taken it. So what do I think of the phone? Well, to put it mildly, so far so good. So it feels really good in the hand. The battery life has been exceptionally good, though I've only used it lightly at this point. That being said, it's better than my Nexus 5. Screen to screen or app to app, it's exceptionally quick. So HTC Sense 6 is clean, and there's actually some features in there that are pretty nice, such as the Do Not Disturb feature, which is not available in the Nexus devices. However, I had hoped things had been a little bit more intuitive. Moreover, the speakers, needless to say, sound great. We did a conference call the other day, and they sounded fantastic. Fitbit is available on the phone. You just need to download the app from the Android store and set it up. And much like the iPhone 5S, it will begin to count your steps, provided the phone is in your pocket. I should note that accessing the micro SD card slot will require a paperclip. However, once you put it in there, you're probably not going to take it out, especially if you've got 128 gig card stuffed in it. So you're probably wondering about the camera, and the best way I can describe it right now is that it feels like a Photoshop effect. It doesn't actually feel like you're refocusing truly on two different planes. Putting that aside, so far I think it's an excellent Android phone, and the speakers sound great. You know, it's extremely zippy from screen to screen or app to app. The battery life is solid, the display looks great, and it feels fantastic in the hand. Okay, so that's it. That is an overview and first impression of HTC's One M8. We'll have a review in the next few weeks, but if you can, please subscribe here or here, and thanks for watching.